Hello, this is LordUg, yes it is, and welcome back to some more Doki Doki Literature Club. I always laugh when I say that name, I never thought I'd be playing it. Okay, so we're going to get straight back into where we were, so let's load in the game we had. And the last one, I wrote a poem and gave it to Sayori first, and she liked it. But here's the thing, I was actually contacted by one of my subscribers who's watching this and enjoying it, and he gave me a challenge, and he said that the words I picked in my last episode, when I just picked 20 words, he said, since I've wrote poetry, write a poem with each one of those words in order that I picked them in each line. So 20 words, so 20 lines, and use each word, and use like, you know, the first word in the first line, the second word I picked in the second line, and so on, until I've done a full poem of 20 lines with one of the words in each. And I had to do them in the order I picked them. Well, yeah, so I wrote it like as if I were doing it for Sayori as well. I had to do it in style of Sayori, so it was a little bit strange, but anyway, here it is. It was a wonderful day. Vibrant colours surrounded me. The flowers did a dance to a slight breeze. I knew this day would be special. The sun a spotlight on this beauty, and I a party to this perfection. Happiness rose within me. No shopping spree could buy this feeling. Well, yeah, it does fit to Sayori. A strange sparkle suddenly ahead. I felt a little jumpy and unsure, although I still needed to cheer happily. Sparkle ignored, I was friends with nature. Lost in this beauty as the world kept spinning, making a mental picture of an awesome day, so happy that I felt I was flying. I stayed enjoying life until sunset arrived. Time now to leave this amazing place, but the excitement stayed within me. Nature donned her nightgown. The moon's ambient glow held me as I slept. There you go. So, like I say, I didn't choose, I didn't actually know I was going to write this when I did that, so when I chose the words. So, of course, words like shopping and jumpy and nightgown, they just kind of threw me because I didn't know what to do. But, yeah, so I did a bit of a Sayori when she just kind of put, like, at the end, I want breakfast or something like that. So I just put some things in that didn't necessarily make a lot of sense, but they kind of went with the overall part of it. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you like it, and if you want me to do it again for the next one I do, then I will. So there we go. Okay, so yeah, it was interesting doing it. I mean, like as I said, there were some words I picked that I didn't expect, and they threw me and tripped me up a bit because I didn't. And if you want me to do it again, then I will. I'll have another go with the next set of words I write. But for now, let's get back on with the game. So we'll go to Yori. So let's see what she's got to say. Yori stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. I got mixed up a bit there. I did Yori's voice for me. Sorry. Although Yori ain't got a voice, I haven't really been doing voices, but it just seems to have a certain way of speaking. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. You see, you've got to remember, I wrote this for Sayori, so Yori's not going to be a big fan, because it weren't wrote for her. Ah, so it's bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. It's alright, Yori, don't worry about it. Yori buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help notice that it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yori a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I find that I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. Actually, that's right. Yeah, I've seen that. The end result is that both style and the expressiveness are weakened. She's right. She's right. I've seen that a few times. Once Yori finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yori is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yori smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's actually very good. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. But it's script anyway, so... What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often, see? I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yori? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, LordUg. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. Is that another little dig, Yori? A little veiled dig? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, cool. Let's go to Natsuki, because I just have a feeling Natsuki's just gonna go, "This is terrible." She's ready. Oh, question mark. Well, it's about what I expect from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. No, I can see what she's going for there. She's saying the things that things do naturally. And people naturally try to do things. But they don't always succeed. So sometimes that's about it. They try and they don't get much further. Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay, like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. God, Natsuki. I'm glad you learned something. Ooh, Natsuki with the ego. Nice. Or confidence, I suppose. Or is it overconfidence, maybe? Yeah. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't tell that away from her. Best thing. Well, let's go to good old Monica. See what she says. Hi, LordUg. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Let me just bend my back weirdly. Oh, my back's gone. My back's gone. Oh, I can't straighten up. I can't. Sorry. Alright. Don't worry, LordUg. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Of course. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Hmm? Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Oh, Matt's gone again. Excuse me. Okay, it's fine. It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. I actually do. I'm kind of using the same voice, but it's okay. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. That was meant to be my voice, but I did hers. Sorry. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Oh, Monica, you are the best president ever. Also, it doesn't hurt that my character thinks she's, liked for a while now, so that's good. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Back. Yeah, you're back. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbour. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already... Sorry, I've just lost my way there. Where am I? My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. It's kind of like that. Who were it? I can't remember. It's like that guy who says like if you look into a valley long enough, where he starts looking into you, or something like that. It's kind of along that line, I think. Oh, sorry. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Well, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everything is better. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Oh, goody goody goody. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. That's actually pretty good, yep, true. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for giving it me. But it's true, that's one way I used to write poems at times. I got stuck, like a kind of writer's block thing. I just write something that I knew was in the ballpark of what I wanted, and then just kind of work around it till I got it how I wanted it. Okay, let's carry on. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Yeah, I can imagine. Yuri's thinking this is too bland and cute, and Natsuki's thinking this is way too fussy and descriptive. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. I told you. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly as if to say, yeah, poor kid. I'm guessing she's kind of thinking this. What's with the language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. She kind of said it out like under her breath, I think. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and LordUg did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. You know, Yuri, she's quite sneaky because she's got this kind of that very introverted way about her. So she, oh sorry, I'll skip past something there. She's got this very introverted way about her, but she still has this sarcasm that's underlying it all. It's quite funny. Oh, what did I miss? Oh wait, there's a history thing, isn't there? I'm just going to look. Sorry. Sorry, like it, which people did, by the way. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked. Oh, is it down here? Oh yeah, which I haven't yet. And LordUg liked my poem too, you know. Okay, go on. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that LordUg appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You see what I mean? She's there. She's like this introvert. She's very, very restricted in a way. But then she has these little digs. Sayori's here to save the day. Is everyone okay? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as LordUg started showing up. Yuri, I had noticed. And I've got no complaints about your boobs being a size bigger, girl. It's fine. Just keep that up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. LordUg, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, LordUg. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, LordUg? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Now, since I'm not really bothered about Natsuki or Yuri, like I say, Yuri is just visually attractive, and there's a part of me that wants to naturally take Yuri's side. But I just think that she looks just too much of a... I think this insecurity side will just be too much hard work. And I just like the bubbliness of Sayori, so I'm not even going to go with either. I'm just going to call Sayori in to clear this up. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? LordUg. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes you. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they both... Oh my god, Sayori. Okay. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Oh god, Sayori. That should have both up. Sayori stands triumphantly. She was amazing. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I can imagine. She's like a whirlwind, Sayori. She's one of them things like a tornado. She just comes in, wrecks everything, and then just leaves. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. And Sayori, in her own funny weird way, she sorted it. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organise things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing with me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see, and I'm seeing it a different angle since my back has gone again. Taking good care of her. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Why would she get herself hurt, Monica? I don't... forget it. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiled sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. And when we are, we're going to have to leave it soon. So I'll do a little more, then we'll stop. Okay everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. LordUg, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. LordUg, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fighting like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, LordUg, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Now, I think you're thinking about the others. I'm looking at Sayori. We'll just have to see what the future holds. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. It's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to quickly pick these and then we'll class that as done. And we'll see if we can set up. And then if you want me to write the poem that uses these words. Now I'm going for Sayori again. So I'm going to have to pick I can't concentrate on what words I'd like to use in a poem. I'm just going to have to pick on the words I think will go with her. So we'll go special. Giggle? Damn it. Come on. Empty could be Yuri. Oh no, it is there. Good. Let's have a look. Flying, I picked that last time. I'm not picking that again. So, Melody. Well, that's 2 and 2 for them. Sticky. Damn it. Come on, Michael. Concentrate a little bit more. Flower. Got it. Think about it. Passion will be Yuri. Passion? No, it is there. Oh, Passion's there. Good. Good, that's good. Pure. Damn, that's better 3 and 3. Come on. Dazzle. Okay. Warm. Dance. Ah, I picked dance last time. Oh well. It's in again. Daydream. Okay. Well, that's going to be an harder. Calm. I'm getting there now. Peace. Oh, fair. Hope. Beauty I had last time. Comfort. Question. Twill might be hers. This is dark. Sayori's is dark. Why would Sayori's be dark? Grief? Grief? Why is grief hers? Scars? Eh? What? Okay, we'll save it there. Wait. Dark, grief, scars. All hers? That's a bit worrying. Why she go for dark, grief and scars? I was kind of expecting that Yuri might go for those because, you know, they're still kind of descriptive in the way. I know she goes for sadness, Sayori, but dark, grief and scars, sorry, aren't sadness. That's doesn't seem to go with their personality. It's just weird. It's just not even going with the personality of someone who just likes happy and more and a little bit of sad stuff. It just doesn't even go with that. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, we'll find out. So if you want me to write another poem with those words in, which I'm hoping not, because those weren't very good. There were some bad ones in there. I'll still try and do it though. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked this. If you enjoyed it, give me a like, and if you wish to give me a comment or tell me how amazingly amazing my poem were, yeah, I don't mind. You can tell me. I'll not get big head, honestly. You can trust me. So I'll see you next time. You take really good care of yourself, and goodbye for now.